seems ill-advised.
Good morning, boys and girls of the internet. Today is Monday, September 10th, 2018. It'll be vlog number 252. Yep. And enjoy some more God of War footage, as it is dark this morning, so we won't be able to see my face at all. So, back to some more gameplay. So, speaking of gameplay, did anybody pick up the new Spider-Man game for PS4 that just came out last week? I was very tempted to get it, but knowing how not only I'm backlogged on a lot of games, and so in the games I do have, I barely have time to play. I haven't even beat God of War for crying out loud. The game people beat, within the first couple days of getting. Not only that, but I have a lot of backlog of photo edits to do. Not only that, I have vacation coming up. So why should I get a game right now when I'm not going to have time to play it till God knows when? But not only that, to me the game looks really good. I love the way the game looks. Like everybody's saying, it plays really well. It's a very vast open world, just like some of the old school cool Spider-Man games that are what I call Spider-Man GTA. Just open world, mission type thing, but with like a storyline in there somewhere. And this game kind of looks like in that same vein. What I want to talk about, though, is a very depressing story I saw yesterday about the game actually contains or about to not contain anymore. I don't know when they're going to patch it. They say they're going to patch it out. An Easter egg. An Easter egg that one of the developers, or I don't know if he's a programmer or an artist in the game, I don't know, but he works for Insomniac. He wanted to put in a marriage proposal to his girlfriend in the game. Oh, how sweet. You managed to put a marriage proposal hidden in a giant game that's going to be released out to the masses. Whoops. Turns out, a couple weeks before the game actually shipped, she left him. She was never able to see the marriage proposal till she's probably just hearing about it now. And that's depressing as hell. What they should have really done, I read the article about it, and it's really depressing. That would be just heartbreaking. You never want to see that kind of thing. But at the same time, how long ago did this girl leave the guy? If it was a couple weeks ago, the guy could be like, oh shit. Oh crap, the Easter egg, the proposal. And talk to whoever put it in on Insomniac. Like, we need to day one patch this. Just put a day one patch so it never, no one ever sees it. That's what it should have happened. But now people know about it and they have to patch it still, unfortunately. And it was like a kind of I guess it really wasn't a very well hidden Easter egg. It was on a marquee on a movie theater in the game. It just said the girl's name, will you marry me? So, who knows where this movie theater is in the game, where you can find this marquee. But I'm sure people will just see it and maybe not think of anything of it. But now I'm forever on, whenever people who knows about the story, when they pass by that movie theater, they'll take a screenshot outside of it to whatever they patch it to, and they go, haha, look, this used to have a marriage proposal on it, and this guy's never gonna live it down. That's probably the saddest part, is that yeah, it'll die out eventually, but for a long time, this guy's not going to live it down. So I feel for him. I really do. I don't know the circumstances of the breakup. Could be a lot of factors. I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to demonize anybody for it. Relationships just sometimes don't work out. I do want to play the game. I mean, I want to give it a shot. Maybe I'll rent it. But that's the thing. I haven't rented a video game in God knows how long it'd be. Do people even rent video games anymore? I think people don't. I know there was like GameFly for a while, but I heard that they were having some problems. I don't know if they're still around, or do you think with the advent of digital distribution, well, people will just buy, game digitally and not worry about it. But not everybody just, has the cash to plug down a brand new game all the time. Sometimes you want to try it. And that's why I think, this might be a subject for a different video, but I'll just talk about this real quick. Which, with me, talking about anything real quick doesn't end up being real quick. At any rate, long time ago, maybe not for PS3, but I was hoping for PS4 at least. It would have been something that at least allowed us to play games before we buy them. You know what I mean? Like, there was actually a program almost like that on PS3. They call them like full game demos, or full game trials, I think they were called. And basically, you could like download the full game and play it for a length of time. And because like the problem with like video game demos, that it's always been a problem ever since the advent of a demo. You didn't really see video game demos until the first like CD-based games first came out, especially for PS. I think PlayStation was the first system that started with demos. But because it's something easy you can distribute, like you couldn't distribute Genesis games on cartridges, demos. I'm sure they gave demos like that to game reviewers and stuff or whatnot. That's not here nor there. See, I'm rambling. But usually when you make a demo, it takes a lot of like extra time off the developer because they have to kind of get a stage and kind of rip it out of the game and condense it down and repackage it, and it's a little bit of work. It's not easy, especially if it's a game that is not 100% done when the demo comes out. Because a lot of times when they're still like in the final stages of buttoning up a game, they got to button up the whole game. So it's one thing to put out like a beginning stage of a game if it's like a linear type game. But if they're working on the whole game, they're like bug testing it for like the last like month or so. That and they have to go through all of it. But like they want to put out that first stage as a demo. Well, they really got to button up that one stage first to get it out. And it's even worse for like, say, for example, like a fighting game or a sports game where it doesn't have stages technically, but they have to limit it by like characters. But like, you still got to put the characters in the game that you can potentially play against. But they only have to give you certain characters to play. Like, you get a demo for Soul Calibur, and you only play Mitsurugi and Ivy. All the other characters have to be turned off in the game. And so, like, it's just extra work for the developers to make this one tiny chunk of the game. But when they had the full game demo system on PS3, only a couple of games supported it. And, every once in a while, like, Sony would come out with another game. Hey, look, you can play this game for nothing now. It's a full game demo. What it did, the game actually had like a kind of a clock in it, where as soon as you start it, you can play it for an hour. And so however long you get into the game for an hour, that's what you got. And then download the entire game to your console. Which I figure nowadays, where everybody's downloading their games to their consoles, every single one, and you can, I would like to know if there's any game that is only on physical copy and you can't download it for either PS4 or Xbox. I'm leaving Switch out of it because that's a whole different thing. They got limited storage. Anyway, you know, I really don't think there is. I think every single game that exists for these systems are either digital only or digital and physical. I don't think there's a physical only game. I could be wrong with this. If you could name me a game that you can only buy physically and not digitally, let me know. Trust me, there's a couple of games out there that are only digital that I want a physical copy of. Hellblade. Anyway. So, with that, how hard would it be to really just put on here's an hour you could play it, and you just download it if you want to play it, and if you want to, you play it for an hour, and once you get to the hour, it's like, did you like it? Want to buy it? Here you go. I get it. They're probably scared of, like, people might take advantage of that type of thing, where maybe they just want to, like, get a taste of it and play it for an hour and try to, like, speed run it and, you know, and never buy it. Yeah, you get those people, but I'm pretty sure those will be very few and far between. I know, like, economists, I'm not a, you know, I can't read what, like, sales would do for things like that, but I can only assume that if you had a system like that, I'm pretty sure more people, more often than not, will be willing to buy a game that they were on the fence about, but weren't sure until they played it. You know what I mean? You know, there's a lot of games that were like, man, I really want the game, but I don't want to buy it until I know if it's any good. And you can read the reviews or watch videos all you want. You know, a lot of times you don't know if a game's good until you play it. Now, granted, this really only works for single-player games, really. If it's like an online game, I guess it could work still. Yeah. Like, say, for example, you buy Overwatch. That's an online-only game. Well, you got all of Overwatch on your system now, but you can only play it for an hour. So have fun, and hopefully don't get your ass kicked by people online. That's really the only hope there. Again, I think overall it'll be a beneficial thing. Are there some people that will play it and go like, oh, this game sucks, I was going to buy it, but not now because I don't like it? Yeah, that might happen. I just think the benefits outweigh the detriment of a system like that. I mean, the only real way to know is to look at how the system worked on PS3. Did it work well? Were people more inclined to buy the game after they played it for an hour? And granted, on PS3, the way the system worked is that you could download the game, and I think you could keep it on your system for like a month. But as soon as you start playing it, you know, if you don't finish it for the full hour, you still have time on it, but you have to finish it within 24 hours. You know, then the system like kills the game. It's still on your hard drive, but it won't be playable to you. You can't start it, so you have to wind up just deleting it. I see nothing wrong with a system like that. People will kind of bemoan the use of demos and stuff, but this kind of gets around the whole you know, you don't have to worry about developers making demos anymore and devoting that time and energy and money to do that. That's my thoughts on that. Again, sorry for rambling. You knew that was going to happen. That's that. By the way, I don't know if my audio quality is any different right now, but I did hook up my shotgun mic to my setup here in my car. So I don't know if you're hearing like giant clicking noises right now or not. I have my signal on. I don't know if my voice is any clearer than using my regular on phone mic. Let me know what you think of the audio quality. Might do this more often. I don't know. I finally got a little Velcro thing to kind of stick my shotgun mic to my mount. Anyway, that's it for today, I think. I'll talk to y'all later. Everybody have a good day. I love you.
Guess he's a terrible father, too.
They are no longer children. They have no excuse.
Will Sindri be okay?
We'll never even see him.